Every time before eating, I would guzzle 10 pounds of water, then do 100 push-ups. When my stomach was churning, I would return to the dining hall and shovel food into my mouth. When the warden came to inspect, I would vomit all the food at his feet. This startled him, and he ordered the guards to rush me to the infirmary. Little did he know that this was exactly what I wanted. After a series of examinations, the nurse told me that it was a water quality issue and that I just needed to rest. But I suddenly said I needed to use the restroom. She had no choice but to let another prisoner accompany me. But she didn't know that this prisoner was my accomplice. Once we entered the restroom, I immediately took out the tools I had prepared in advance, while he stood at the door to keep watch. Then I pried open the cabinet door on the wall, which had a passageway inside that was just wide enough for one person to pass through. After we went inside, I made sure to put the cabinet door back in its original position. It was as if nothing had happened. At the same time, my fellow prisoners decided to help us gain enough time to escape. They pretended to have an argument and made the atmosphere tense. Several prison guards tried to control the situation, but were beaten up. The guard at the door immediately pressed the alarm button. Soon, the warden closed all the doors. To prevent the riot from escalating, he tried to communicate with the prisoners, but they ignored him and smeared soybean paste on the surveillance cameras. They even covered the glass with plates and aluminum foil. This left the prison authorities completely unaware of their situation. At this point, we walked along the corridor to the wood shop. We placed the wooden frames under the car and hid ourselves inside. This allowed us to evade the guards' reflective mirror searches. When the vehicle stopped at the gas station, we rolled out from under the car. We then boarded the waiting sports car and completed the escape. However, this was only the first step of our plan. We quickly proceeded with the next phase of our operation.